I understand that you all have different intentions, ideas, objectives, but to some extent, I feel what you have is an interest in my person and my country, and I'm grateful for that. My objective today, the most important objective, is to express my gratitude. I do understand very well that if it had not been for that many efforts undertaken by so many people in our country and worldwide, I wouldn't be here today.
Не в последнюю очередь, возможно, мое освобождение стало возможно благодаря
средствам массовой информации, my release became possible because the media focused attention on me, and especially the media you represent here. Thank you for that. I think it was public opinion, the world's opinion, the media, and the focus and the attention of the media make many things possible for many people, many of whom are still behind prison bars unjustifiably in Russian prisons. To keep those alive, to help them regain their health, maybe even obtain release is extremely important, and I hope that you will accept these words of gratitude from me and everybody else, because we feel obliged to thank you. Speaking personally, I'm extremely grateful for the support that my friends and my business partners have given me, and above all, the support I was given by my family for all of these 10 years. If I hadn't always felt that support so very strongly, I'd have had great difficulties coping with the life I've had to lead. And I'm extraordinarily grateful to Hans-Dietrich Genscher for his efforts. He made it possible for us to have reached this point now. And the Yukos case, a case where dozens, if not hundreds, of human lives were destroyed, that case is finally being concluded after these 10 years. I'm extremely grateful to Ms. Angela Merkel for the role that she has played. She made it possible for me to be free today. I only found that out today, that she played this important role, and I would like to share this information here and use these sources of information, which for many of you will have been new. For me, much of these new sources of information are new. Facebook, Twitter. When I came to prison, none of this existed. Many people, many organizations have played an important role in the whole process, and I'm extraordinarily grateful to them all. Obviously, I cannot express my gratitude to everybody in person, partly because I don't know every single individual. In particular, though, I would like to thank the Mauer Museum, the Museum of the Berlin Wall, and its director, Ms. Alexandra Hildebrand. Thank you for giving us the stage here today. I would also like to thank you for never forgetting in this museum what the fate is that I and my fellow sufferers had to endure. Thank you for this. I'm also extremely grateful for today's tour of the museum. That was an unforgettable experience I was allowed to have today. Unforgettable not only because of that part of the exhibition that you've devoted to the Yukos case, and thank you very much for this. Once again, let me use this opportunity to thank everybody who is here today. I would also like to apologize that I'm not going to go into too much detail today. For the time being, there are still many friends of mine, people who've been through life with me, and they're still in prison, fellow sufferers, my friends Platon Lebedev, Alexei Pichugin, many people who are still And during a situation that I've only been reading about it today again, a situation where there were so many cases in the past where people representing the security organs simply told them not everything has been resolved that might allow you to be released. I thought that after what President Putin said and after his press conference, the third case against me would have disappeared, but sadly not everybody in the Russian security apparatus believes that. I believe that there are many people who wanted to ask me what my plans are, what the future is. And maybe it sounds odd. Well, perhaps it doesn't sound all that odd, given the rapid change of events. It was only 36 hours ago that I regained my freedom. And in that period, I couldn't make plans for the future. I think it's too short a time to do anything like that. The most important thing for a former prison inmate, something which sort of nurtures us, is hope. The hope that ultimately you don't have to go through what happened. Ultimately, there will be a hope for release. That's what we all live on. And in the future, I need to talk to all my friends and acquaintances about this. I will do this. I will try and explore what roads will be traveled in the future. But once again, thank you very much for being here. And if you have any questions, I'll be quite happy to answer them.